Hi folks, here's the first guitar lesson of the series of Stringskool. Sorry for not showing my face on every video. If you want to see my ugly mug, you can go to the introductory video. I just want to get into teaching everybody whatever I can here. So today we're going to be on guitar. If it's your first time ever holding a guitar, if you're visually impaired and not sure, how can I explain this? Sitting comfortably. If you're in a sofa or a big plush chair, sit towards the front of the seat. Ideally sit on a stool or something like that, just to start with, so you get comfortable. And you'll notice the guitar body has got like a waistline. It slims in either side, and just plonk the lower waistline with it across your lap. Just plonk it on the right knee or right thigh, as it were, so that the neck is sort of coming across your body. Okay, so let's tune this thing up. We should have 6 strings on the guitar. Always count the strings on an instrument like guitar and banjo and mandolin from the bottom. So the bottom string, the one nearest the floor as you're sitting with it, is the first string. That's number 1, and that should be a high E. That's an E note. It's the first string. It's a high E. Your second string, it's the next one up, should be a B. The next one up again is the third string, and you notice this is the first. This is the first of the strings that actually has a wound string around it. If you feel it, the first 2 that we've just played are just silky steel, nice and smooth, and then your third string kind of got a scratchy effect to it. That's a winding that goes all the way up the string, and that sounds like this. That's a note of G. The next string up is your 4th string. Again, this one is wound. Fifth string, oh, that was a D, by the way, the 4th string. The 5th string is an A. And then the top string, the one nearest the ceiling, is your 6th string. That's a low E. The reason I say low E is because when we started, we mentioned the high E, which was your first string, one nearest the floor. It's the same note. They're 2 octaves apart. We'll come back to that in a later lesson. So that's the tuning of the guitar. That's the 6 strings. Now, first chord I want to teach you just for today is the G chord. Now, there are several ways. There's much debate on how to actually place the fingers for a G chord. I'll teach you my favorite way, simply because I found it gives ease of hand movement into the next chord, which is more often than not an A minor or C or something like that. So with your 3rd finger of your left hand, your ring finger, we're going to place that on the 6th string. That's the one that's nearest the ceiling, the big fat one. And we're going to place that on the 3rd fret. So we go open, 1, 2, 3, 3rd fret. Okay, now while we keep that one down, the 5th string, sounds like that, open, we're going to put our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of that string. So you have those 2 notes. Our 4th string, our next one, we're going to leave that one open. Our 3rd string, we're going to leave that one open. Our 2nd string, we're also going to leave that one open. But our little finger, our pinky finger, we're going to put on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, the one that's nearest the floor. So if we gently strum across the strings, you should have a G chord. If you don't have that, if you have a kind of a, then look at your left hand. You need to be coming down, let me see if I can demonstrate this. You need to be coming down on top of the strings from over the top. Not your hand being flat. If your hand is flat like this and you're gripping a big handful of the neck, like you're hanging onto a sledgehammer or an axe or something, relax the grip. Let the thumb of the left hand fall back round to the center of the neck. So not up around the neck like you're gripping hold of something, but let the thumb come back behind the neck. This will allow the wrist to drop, which allows the fingers to come up and over. If you pull your wrist back towards your body and grip the neck like you were gripping an axe, you're not going to get a good clean sound. So relax the wrist, let the thumb come behind the neck, and let the fingers stand on the strings. It will take some practice, and you will probably get some kind of cramp or aching, because at the end of the day you're using muscles in a way that you don't normally use them. So anyway, getting back to the G chord, again we have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, 4th string is open, 3rd string is open, 2nd string is open, and 1st string is fretted with the pinky finger even, at the 3rd fret. Once you've got them clean, if you just give it a strum, that's a G chord. So practice holding that and just playing a steady rhythm. And all we're going to do is, with the pick, I'll come to holding a pick actually in the next video probably, for anybody who's not sure, but essentially you want to try and hold the pick between the thumb and 1st finger, as if you were putting a coin into a slot. That's how you need to hold the pick, with a little bit of the pick just extending down past the finger grip, and that's what you play with. Now all we're going to do is just strum down and up. Gradually speeding it up when you feel comfortable.